Have you ever watched a UFC fight and wondered, why does this fighter always win? What makes them so unstoppable compared to the rest? Sure, there are a lot of talented fighters in the UFC, but some seem to dominate in a way that feels almost inevitable. It's not just luck. There's a secret source behind their success that goes beyond physical strength or technical skills. First, let's talk about the basics: skill. Every UFC fighter is trained to be the best in their specific disciplines, whether it's striking, wrestling, or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But that's just the starting point. The real champions are those who are versatile. They don't rely solely on one fighting style. Instead, they mix their techniques, creating an unpredictable and dynamic game plan. They know how to switch things up mid-fight, keeping their opponents guessing. This adaptability is what often gives them the edge over less flexible fighters. But here's the thing that many people overlook: the mind. Mental toughness is just as important, if not more, than physical strength. The best UFC fighters aren't just in the octagon to throw punches. They're there to win mentally and emotionally. Staying calm under pressure is a huge part of their success. Whether they've been knocked down or their opponent has a dominant position, they remain composed. They don't let the crowd's noise or the intensity of the moment rattle them. They fight through exhaustion, pain, and fear, which gives them an incredible edge. One major factor that sets champions apart is their strategy. The best fighters don't just throw punches randomly. Every move has a purpose. They study their opponents meticulously, learning their tendencies and finding weaknesses. They enter the cage with a specific game plan and make adjustments as the fight unfolds. A well-timed strike, a perfectly executed takedown. These are the moments that turn the tide of a fight, and champions are always ready for them. Discipline is another cornerstone of success. UFC fighters aren't just talented, they're incredibly dedicated. Their schedules are grueling, their training is intense, and their commitment to their craft is unwavering. The level of discipline it takes to consistently win in the UFC is unparalleled. It's not just about training hard, it's about training smart, working on weaknesses, and never slacking off. The best fighters are the ones who stay hungry, always striving for improvement. Lastly, let's not forget the power of a solid team. While fighters may be the ones stepping into the octagon, they don't do it alone. Behind every successful fighter is a team of coaches, trainers, and support staff who help them prepare. From fight strategy to recovery techniques, having a strong team in your corner can make all the difference between winning and losing. Now I want to take a moment to thank you for watching this video. Whether you're a hardcore UFC fan or just curious about what makes some fighters unbeatable, I appreciate you sticking around. You're here because you want to learn, grow, and improve. And that's exactly what these champions do every single day. You're already on the right path by seeking knowledge, and that's the first step towards success in anything you do. So why do some UFC fighters always win? It's the combination of skill, mental toughness, strategy, discipline, and support. The best UFC fighters are masters of their craft, but they also know how to stay calm under pressure, think strategically, and keep pushing themselves forward. They don't rely on talent alone. They put in the hard work, and it shows every time they step into the cage.